I'm Steve Morgan, founder of Cybersecurity Ventures and editor-in-chief at Cybercrime magazine. As part of our ongoing coverage on security awareness training, we recently spoke to several top experts about how they see it. But before we check in with the CISOs, we caught up with Anna Collard, SVP Content Strategy and Evangelist at KnowBe4 Africa.
So when we talk about security awareness or the security culture challenge, the one thing that we have to remember is that it's not something that you can do once off. It really is a continuous process. Changing people's behavior is not something that can easily be done. We have to look at the behavioral scientists like BJ Fogg, for example, who's got a model that explains what is needed to change people's behavior. He says we need three things. One is a motivation, so we have to get people to pay attention, we have to engage them. The second thing we need is the ability in order to do the change. So we also have to provide tools, like for example, password manager. And the third thing is prompts or little nudges to remind people to do the right thing. And only when we have those three things in place can we effectively or hope for a successful behavior change or more effective behavior change.
Amid an ongoing surge in cyber attacks, security awareness training is more important than ever. Nobody is more aware of this than CISOs. Devin Bryan, Global Chief Information Security Officer at Carnival Corp, the world's largest leisure travel company, told us why these programs are so crucial to defending businesses from today's top cyber threat landscape.
We do have to enlist each employee in the organization, irrespective of role, as long as they are connected physically, virtually, or other, have access to sensitive corporate information, and not just your employees, but also your third parties. The human firewall layer is a critical layer of our strategies, and we have to continue to invest in it, from the phishing, from the business email compromise / account takeover. So we have to educate early, educate often, and then educate again.
Believe it or not, employees pose the greatest risk to organizations of all types and sizes globally, regardless of whether or not they intend to. All it takes to jeopardize an entire company is for one employee to click on a malicious link. According to Kathy Hughes, CISO at Northwell Health, New York State's largest private employer that is 81,000 people strong, the best tool to get ahead of this threat is education.
We have actually found that our new hires probably pose the highest risk. I think part of that has to do with the fact that they're not sure on what, say, a typical branded Northwell message would look like, so they're more inclined to open up emails and perhaps click on things. And so we spend a lot of time and effort upon the initial new employee orientation to educate them about security awareness and training. We tell them right at the beginning that we will be conducting a targeted phishing exercise to test their knowledge of what we explained to them during the training. It's just not my team that's responsible for security at Northwell, it's everybody's responsibility. And we try to instill that value, that core value in our workforce.
Cybersecurity Ventures predicts that the overall market for security awareness training products and services will be worth $10 billion annually by 2027. Yet, when it comes to training sessions, most employees expect arduous, hours-long workshops that will leave them yawning. Paul Connolly, Chief Security Officer at HCA Healthcare, a Fortune 100 company and one of the nation's leading providers of healthcare services, says that the key to a strong security awareness program is engagement.
I think it's absolutely critical. We want to meet the people where they are. I mean, we've got doctors and nurses who are focused on caring for their patients. They don't have time to sit and watch an hour-long PowerPoint presentation. So for them, we're trying to hit small bits of information, quick videos that focus on one thing that they can take away. But using all the available media, using humor, having fun with it, gamification, all these different tools, I think you need to take everything that's at your disposal and throw it at this issue, because you've got to depend on your employees as part of your program.
Implementing a security awareness program is easy. Ensuring the success of that program is harder. When we spoke to Susan Koski, CISO at PNC, one of the nation's leading banks that for more than 170 years has provided its clients with powerful expertise to help them meet their financial goals, she told us that when it comes to security awareness training, the simpler, the better.
It's important for us to train people and really do it in a way that demystifies things. I've seen different things in my career where people make that too complicated, but they're not reaching the people in their message. Tell people hey, even if you think it's something bad or you don't know, see something, say something. The other thing too is celebrate the people who report. And then getting in front of the businesses and saying, when something bad happens, here can be kind of the economic impacts. What's the dollar and cents, the bottom line to the company? And here's how we're really trying to prevent that. So I think it's incredibly important to just have people be aware, but do it in ways that really connects with the business and isn't just a bunch of technical jargon.
For more information on security awareness training, including the latest facts, figures, and statistics which convey the magnitude of the cyber threat we're up against, visit us at cybersecurityventures.com. This special production is sponsored by KnowBe4, the world's first and largest new school of security awareness training and simulated phishing provider that helps you manage the ongoing problem of social engineering. To learn more about our sponsor KnowBe4, visit knowbe4.com.